All right then, guys. Sorry for the delay. My bloody camera decided to go on blink again. I think I'm gonna swap it over to DSLR again because this bloody webcam's doing my head in there. It's all right for this, like it's fine, but I prefer like the program that I've got set up and everything like that. But anyway, it is what it is. We move. Welcome back to another episode of the 7 o'clock slot, guys. Hope you are all doing well. Today as well, we're actually going to be doing the quiz as well once we finish talking about all the topics and stuff like that. So stick around for that. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the international injuries that have obviously been picked up by some of Liverpool's players. Ryan Gravenberch and Konate. We're going to talk about Wirtz, the stuff that's coming out of Germany. There's both ends, shall we say, that's coming out of Germany. Tsimikas and why he left Liverpool. And then we've got like a couple of transfer little things towards the end, and we're also going to be talking about people's thoughts on FSG now. I know Shauna would like to talk about that for a fair bit. Mine would be short and sweet as always, straight to the point. But yeah, how are you doing, Sean? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Although I have a bit of someone that's lodged on my head there. I don't know, rent free, but apart from that, I'm okay. All right, tally ho, Gary and
Gary,
Steve.
mate, how you doing?
Of course, we have Sean's world famous quiz after the 7 o'clock slot, I think, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but other than that, I'm okay. A little bit bored on me tree with this international break, as always.
Is it just me? But in this international break, feel like it's come around really quick. Like, didn't we have one like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, but like, I mean, you know,
is it the World Cup next year? Isn't it?
It's the World Cup? Well, sure, we're not gonna fucking get in. Like, the Irish are fucked. Like, absolutely fucked. I shouldn't be using bad language in case we get. How many minutes are we in?
Oh no, we're fine now. Yeah, for that. Basically, guys, I did a match reaction last season, and because I swore like so many times at the beginning, I got like a channel warning the other day. And it's like a video that's legitimately like 8 months old, and I got flagged for it like last week.
I don't know what to say to you.
I think it's because they just changed like the community stuff and everything like that. Like I always get like these little emails saying, "Oh, so on and so forth, blah blah blah, whatever." But yeah, I think maybe something's happened there. I don't know. I don't really care, to be fair to you, but we'll see what happens. It's not too bad, I suppose.
I think you need to make the old videos private, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, especially if they're going to be doing like what's the phrase? Going back on stuff and assessing it after the time. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a joke, to be fair, isn't it? But anyway, we move on. So then, Shauna, where should we start? Do you want to start off with the injuries? Should we do that first?
Let's go for the injuries. Yeah.
Cool. So we have this one first. Let's do the Konate thing because this kind of ties into another story as well. So Konate has withdrawn from the French squad. This was 2 days ago due to a thigh injury. He was an unused substitute as well during France's 3-0 victory over Azerbaijan last Friday, having been forced off with the same issue during Liverpool's 2-1 defeat to Chelsea. Now, for me, if the guy's picked up an injury, why is he going in the first place? But you know what I mean? Like, don't make no sense. The French national team basically said, having injured his right quadriceps during last match with Liverpool, Konate has followed a treatment and protocol since he arrived this Monday. However, he will not be able to take his place against Iceland. So again, do you know what I mean? Like, they knew that he'd picked up this injury. So why did he go?
That's the French for you. I don't know. No offense to the French people, Jesus.
It's something we could do without, to be fair. I mean, we've lost Leone for the season, all of pre-season, everything like that with his injury. Gomez, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And now we've obviously got Konate injured. I mean, I can't see Konate playing against United at the weekend. So do you go with Gomez or do you reckon Liverpool throw anybody else in there? Who else? Like Endo, maybe. Or
Endo, yeah, I was.
Hey, they've been using
Endo.
Gravenberch, haven't they, at centre back? But we've got to talk about him as well. He
Got to
might have
talk
picked up a
about
bloody
him.
injury as well.
It's a difficult one, Steve. I agree. Internationals should be banned altogether. It's an absolute it's a shit show. I look. This is why I gave the transfer window an 8 out of 10. Not because we failed at something or whatever. We try to get Gahey over the line. Obviously, you can't. What happened to Leone was just a freak incident and horrible and what have you. But if you're measuring a transfer window, you've got to look at what is needed. And I think with Kanate injured, with Leone injured for the season, it's not good. It's not good. These are big injuries, and with the defensive line thinning as bad as my hairline, it's not good. It's not good.
Nah, it's a joke, man. I mean, we're going to be missing Gay. Well, we've never had him, so we can't miss him. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Leone and Kanate.
Yeah, but we should have got Gay over the line. I'm basically saying. I feel like we're going to miss out on him a lot now, not having signed him. But again, we can't really change anything with that. The bit I wanted to talk about that ties into this is there has been reports in Spain that Real Madrid are obviously continuing to show an interest in Kanate because they can sign him for nothing, basically, come the end of the year. And they're basically using this little phrase here from Arne Slot. And this article is titled, Liverpool exit hyped as Arne Slot lashes out at player. Right? Now, I'm going to read what Slot said, and then you tell me if he's lashing out, Sean, are you? So he said, if you're losing a game, it doesn't help if you lose the ball several times very easily. Kanate has been one of them, though not the only one. In the last 2 games, it's been obvious and clear that we've made some mistakes, but not just Kanate, other players as well. That's the quote.
Look, I mean, Slot is a different breed. I mean, he'll basically call it how it is, and I think that's why the media love him, and he's taken so well to the media. He doesn't beat around the bush, and he calls it how it is. And I'd rather that than bless you. And bless you again. I'd rather that than beating around the bush and just blowing smoke up our ass. What he said. I mean, yeah, he mentioned Kanate, but he mentioned other players, and he did the same with Slabasai. And what the player himself does with that is completely up to him. Dominic Slabasai has, hit the ground running, whether you put him at right back or you put him in his normal position. He, has an extra, kick up the ass. Kanate, if he wants to use that, or if the media want to use that as, apply for good evening, Cranky JD, and good evening, Bon. If the media want to use that, it's a slow day in the office. That's basically what I'm going to say. It's a slow day in the office. They're clutching at straws there, and it makes no sense.
I know. It doesn't make sense when you read it out like that, does it? To be fair, so
it's crazy.
But I would just say as well, as of right now, I'm still of the opinion that Kanate leaves Liverpool. I don't think he signs a new deal.
Well, I know that there are rumors that we're still attempting to sign a contract with him. I know that there's a Paul Gerst thing on his Facebook about a day ago regarding the comments that he made about what's on social media and what's in the media, and it's all rubbish and it's all fake and all of this fake news, as Trump would say. And that's all well and good, but I mean, we know what Real Madrid are like. We know that Real Madrid like a freebie every now and again, and we know that they want players to run down their contract. I don't see anything from Kanate that would suggest he wants to stay at the club, and I think the other thing is his head seems to be all over the place. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that, mate. I mean, it's just a little bit of I don't know, like, I feel like it's a bit of a kick in the teeth sometimes, when players run down the contracts like this. I mean, I know you shared a post, didn't you? Let me have a look. I can read it out exactly what you said. I think it's over on our Instagram. I'll find it now. Hold on a minute. Bear with me.
Most of our posts are on Instagram and Facebook, as long as there's an image.
Right, there you go. I've got it here. So, it says, when questions over his Liverpool contract were put to Konate fresh from lifting the Premier League title on his birthday in May, the defender was vexed. He says, I just want to say one thing. Everything you saw on social media is completely fake. I didn't even ask for something from the club. They made me an offer and I replied to them with something. That is it. The rest is speculation that I want to wait until the end of the season. I want this. All of this is fake. Even the big journalist said in November, I'm very close to signing a deal. I was like, they have more information than me. 5 months on, however, we are no near to finding out what the truth is over Konate's future. So yeah, I mean, I think personally, again, a lot of that speaks volumes to me in what he said there. Like, he denied that anything was basically going on, really, like positive or negative. So, I think he's gone. I'll just say it. I think he's gone. Yeah. And in all fairness, with the way he is currently performing, I'll pack his bags for him. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's harsh, and I know that, like, he put a comment out on social media the other day when someone else was saying this, and he put, fans have got short memories or something like that. Fact of the matter is if you showed us loyalty, like, then we would show it back. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's off the assumption that that's what he's going to do, is going to run down his contract. But I get what you're saying. Like,
if I find it, I would be staggered that Liverpool have not offered him a contract already. Do you know what I mean? I would be staggered if they've not done so already. So yeah, if he showed us loyalty, we'd show him loyalty as well. So Callum the Cop-Out, he's got a comment here. Why we approaching Upamecano? Has Hughes and Edwards not seen what happens when he faces Haaland? To be fair, Upamecano is a decent defender, I think. Back in the day when Upamecano and Konate were both playing for Leipzig, I actually wanted us to get Upamecano instead of Konate. But, he's also available on a free transfer, I think, at the end of the season. So if we were to lose Konate, we could technically go and agree a deal with Upamecano to come in for next summer.
Here's a question for chat and for you, Adam. Do we need 2 centre backs in January?
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. Just because even if you were to sign someone in January and, you keep Konate around or whatever, with Leone being injured, you'd have 5 centre-backs on the books. But I would rather sign someone in January looking towards the long term so they've got more time to settle in and learn. Do you know what I mean? So I would go in January. I'd probably go and sign someone like Gay to come in as like a you start straight away type thing. But then I would also go and look to sign a youngster as well. Like, not a youngster, but, someone who's probably older than Leone, but not in their prime, like coming into the prime like a Gay or something. Like the kid that we've been linked with, I'll bring it up now since you've asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
The record over in Portugal, quite a decent new paper for like transfer stuff and stuff like that. They've got a few things right. I think they were like one of the first ones that talked about Diaz and Nunes and stuff like that. They've come out and said that Liverpool are tracking Belgian defender Zeno de Bast. He's 21 years of age. He's doing pretty good over there. He moved to Sporting in 2024 for 15 million when Amorim was in charge. What else did it say here? Liverpool have also been linked with Ousmane Diamande, from Sporting as well. Sven Botman and PSG's William Pacho. So Liverpool are, by the sounds of it, casting a bit of a net for centre backs. So I do think that we probably are looking at 2 anyway. So I did see that Ornstein said that we won't be buying a centre back in January, but he, as much as I like to listen to Ornstein with certain things, he does kind of, should I say, like toe the line. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he would only say something that he's allowed to say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
and that's my view. That's my view on a lot of the journalists. I mean, back in the day, you know, James Pearce was the guy to go to. It was Lynch, and now it's, I think, Paul Gerst probably, but Ornstein seems to be taking the reins from Pearce. Pearce seems to be kind of dropping down in credibility. Not that he had much. Sorry, James, but I don't like you. But you know, I think an awful lot of it is kind of like opinions rather than news. I don't think that they either report what they have to report or what they're told to report, or then the rest is opinion.
Yeah. I've seen this one doing the rounds here. Charlotte back or something like that.
Dr. Beck.
Yeah, like when I first saw this come up, it came up from Dave O'Cop. I think he was the one that ran with this. I thought he was a left back. Was this kid here? Let me have a look. And to be fair, I don't rate him. I don't know why, but my first instinct was like, nope. But let me just have a look. Oh, so he's definitely a centre back. 25 years of age. He's played 3 games from a possible 6 games in the Bundesliga this year. So he's only played 50% of the games available to him. He's left-footed, so he'd be a left-sided centre-back. His contract doesn't expire till 2027. Let's have a look at his agent.
He's saying that he plays the left-back and centre-back.
Okay. I've got his heat map up here. Yeah, he can actually, to be fair, yeah. So, because I thought I'd seen him play for Germany at left-back, so when his name popped up, I was like, why? Why would we sign another left-back when we've got Robbo and Kerkez, and technically, as it still stands, Shimikas is technically on the book still because he's only out on loan. He hasn't been sold. There's nothing here to say that there's any of these players. I can't see a link either with the agency, to be fair. So, yeah, I don't know.
Steve Mack has said he's just come back from injury. He's played 90 minutes in the last 3 games.
Okay. See, these stat sheets don't tell you the full story sometimes.
No. Ian King says, I would rather sign 2 defenders with a credible injury record and possibly let Gomez go because Slot doesn't appear to trust either his ability or his injury record.
I think the only Gomez is only still at the club because of the homegrown quota. That's what I think. Because we let Elliott go, we let obviously Trent left, Kelleher. That's 3 players that all left, so we had to keep Gomez. I think. I don't know, man. Sven Botman. I don't think we'd sign another Newcastle player so soon after the whole Isak situation.
they're still going on about Isak.
Yeah,
I love it.
I saw something the other day, and it was like, oh, it was a Newcastle fan thing, and it was like, oh, we signed the tall lad, whatever he's called, can't remember his name, and he's got 6 in 4 or 4 in 4 or something like that. Isak's played 3 times for Liverpool, and he's only scored once. Something, and I was like, yeah, he's played like probably a grand total of like 100 minutes, whereas your lads probably played like 400 minutes. Do you know what I mean? And the other guy was playing and training all pre-season with the club that he was already at, whereas Isak has not done fuck all since May.
It's whatever helps the pain. I mean, the way that the rival fans have been going on about our signings, it's like a Paddy Power advert. It's that funny. It's cringe.
So yeah, that's the centre back situation. I fully expect Liverpool to sign 1 wouldn't be surprised if they signed 2 in January.
In January, yeah.
But yeah. So moving on, Ryan Gravenberch, he also needs to be assessed after being replaced at halftime during Holland's game on Sunday. He said he experienced hamstring discomfort and was taken off as a precaution. Ryan indicated he was experiencing some minor hamstring discomfort. We obviously didn't want to take any risks with that. He did play 90 minutes against Malta. Doesn't really go into too much depth here, but this is the player Liverpool could do without losing, in all fairness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the obvious double pivot, shall we say, in that if we were to lose Gravenberch, would be McAllister and Szoboszlai. But then you're losing the best right back at the club in Szoboszlai right now. So you're gonna have to play a backup at right back.
Yeah.
Fucking mad, that, innit? So then you obviously, I don't know, man. Like, I hope it's not a bad injury, because hammies can be one of those muscles that if it goes, it could be a game, or it could be a month and a half. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, hopefully it's not so bad. We'll probably get some sort of confirmation tomorrow.
Yeah.
This came out at 20-4 today from James Pearce. So obviously he's been briefed by the club. We'll find out tomorrow about this, I suppose, with Ryan Gravenberch. But I mean, end of the day, what do you think, mate, if Grav's out for a bit?
Look, I mean, nobody wants that to happen. I mean, Gravenberch has really made that number 6 his own. And, you know, what was that player? Martin Zubimende. I mean, we didn't go in for him because we had Grav, and, you know, Arsenal are nearly wetting themselves because they got Zubimende and we didn't. We got Gravenberch, and Gravenberch has been, you know, consistently, he's been doing very well under Slot. I think he's had a new lease of life. So to have him injured is very worrying. I think he makes the difference. I think he links up the defense and the midfield with his abilities, and we tend to be very weak in the back without him. So yeah, I mean, it'll be sad if he's injured for any length of time, or that he'll miss the United game, because I really want to stuff the United players and United fans like a turkey at Thanksgiving. I really do.
I'm going to miss the game on weekend.
You're not.
I'm at Wembley for NFL. I'll miss it. I'm going to stir the pot a little bit here.
Let's stir it.
If Grav gets injured, or he is injured, so we say, and he's out for the game, and obviously Kanate is out as well, do you think United do us?
No.
At Anfield?
No.
Okay.
No. I have literally, I see United fans going on about other clubs, going on about Liverpool. And the reason why they're going on about other clubs is, number one, they have nothing going for themselves. Number two, they are now holding on to the past. Number three, there's a lot of clubs ahead of them. And, you know, they're in the same shit. Doesn't matter what manager they have. They still have the same prima donna players that throw each and every coach under the bus. They're shit. Absolute shit. I reckon. I mean, yeah, they're shit. I don't care about them. We just got to play well. And that's it. And if we play well, we're going to hockey them. That's my view on it.
Yeah, I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Gary Richards says Jones. No, I don't think we play Jones. Well, I guess you could do. You could put the best right back at the club at right back in Dominic Szoboszlai, and then play Jones and McAllister. Like this NFL fan, what's he on about? Soccer.
Soccer, y'all.
So yeah, I don't know. I probably think you'd probably just play Bradley or Frimpong at right back, and then put Szoboszlai and McAllister in midfield.
Yeah. Steve says that's when United will turn up. I don't think so. United are all over the place.
This could be the game we see the best of Verts, maybe.
Yeah. Poor old Verts.
Good segue. Julian, in fact, should we do? Let's do the negative first because I like to finish on a positive. So, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, if that's how you say his name, or Rummenigge, I don't know. Basically, he's one of the directors at Bayern Munich, and he basically has found himself being mocked by the German managing director because of his comments about Florian Wirtz's move to Liverpool. Where does it say what he said? So basically, the Karl-Heinz basically said, from a club representative perspective, I can understand the statement about one of Germany's best players if he didn't join his own club, and we'd shed a tear for him. One thing is clear, Florian will prevail at Liverpool. There's no debate about that. With a player of his quality, no one can seriously say he won't prevail. So that's from the German national team managing director. What did Karl-Heinz actually say?
I think Jurgen Klopp also seconded those comments. He made some.
Yeah, I've got that saved here. Yeah, so Klopp also came to his defense basically and said, I don't have to worry about Florian because the quality is so outstanding. He's a talent of the century. And at some point, he'll show that again in every game like he did at Leverkusen. He has a stable environment. That the club he's at is great in such moments.
Yeah.
That's about
I think the only people that are losing their shit really are the rival fans. There'll be some Liverpool fans that aren't too happy with his performance. I mean, okay, he's not really hit the ground running, but sometimes you do hit the ground running, and sometimes it takes a while to mature. It's like a fine wine, and I think if we protect him, back him up, support him, I think he'll come good.
Yeah, well, he's also been backed by the German manager Julian Nagelsmann, who, to be fair, I kind of thought could have been the next Liverpool manager at one point.
Yeah.
He basically said, even though he hasn't scored any goals, he's still the player who creates the most chances in the Premier League. So I've got a stat here from Opta Joe. Florian Wirtz has created the most chances in the Premier League for this season. So it's him and Jack Grealish are joint top with 21. Brian Mbeumo has got 18. Bruno Fernandes has got 17. And then there's 5 players with 16 underneath that. So he's well out in front, along with obviously Jack Grealish. And
the funny thing about it is, the funny thing about it is, United fans go about Mbeumo, who looks like he's been in KFC for the last 2 years, worse than me. What you call it? They're talking about Grealish and a new lease of life there at Everton, and yet Wirtz is getting all the stick. Isn't it just? It's crazy. It's mental. I did see Kenny also backing Wirtz as well. And when you're getting the backing from King Kenny, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland versus Germany on today. You watching it, lads? No, we're going to be doing Shauna's world famous quiz in a couple of minutes. So no, absolutely not. Although they probably give Northern Ireland are probably better than Republic of Ireland at the moment in football. That is. So they probably give them a good going. Bradley will be booked in the first 10 minutes, says Steve Mack, probably. Cranky JD, hello there. Let's be honest, 99% of rivals want to see us fail and will take any and every opportunity to make a dig. I know, but it's just pathetic. At least have some logic behind your digs. Do you know what I mean? And Cranky JD, I think going on about Wirtz, we'll see in 6 months. Absolutely. I think if you give the likes of, and this is no dig at Núñez, but if you give the likes of Núñez, 3 years, or even Gravenberch, who hadn't really a good start to his Liverpool career, and look how he's done, So I think a few tweaks here and there, and a few games under his belt, and you'll see Wirtz shine. Yep.
I've got a couple more comments here just to quickly go over. So Nagelsmann went on to say that it's not his fault if his teammates don't convert the chances he's creating. The statistics don't even tell the whole story. Wirtz needs to get used to that league. I saw him playing with total freedom. He knows what he's capable of and how things work. He hasn't always had it easy. He will have to work harder now. And then it goes on about Klopp's comments underneath. So I think that's pretty good, to be fair, in all fairness. So I don't know. What do you think? I mean, well, you've already said. I don't know why I just said that.
I already said, yeah. Like, I mean, Nunes, I wasn't really referring to Nunes. I'm just saying that we gave him 3 years, and Gravenberch didn't have a good start to his career at Liverpool. So that's what I meant, Bon. Callum says, why do so many fans want Slot out? It's so weird. Do a load of fans want Slot out after 3 games?
I think it's the loud minority that want him out.
Yeah.
That's all it is. People, I actually saw an interesting stream yesterday for a bit. All right, Martin, mate.
All right, Martin.
I actually saw an interesting stream yesterday from Jamie Phillips, who's been on this channel. I've been on his channel. And he was basically saying how he's done with football YouTube. He's not getting rid of his channel, but he was basically saying, like, he's just going to focus on what makes him happy and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff. He says that, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but, you know, I'm not going to say it verbatim what he said, but the gist of it, what I took was, he's sick of the rage bait, people losing the shit over nonsense type shit, and he's just going to stick to what he was doing beforehand. Which I think is good. You know, he's quite a big channel, to be fair. And he's offered a fair bit of support to us and me, to be fair, when I first started out. But yeah, it should be still up on his channel, to be fair. I think it was titled like I'm Done or something. It's interesting, like, watch first 15, 20 minutes of it and he'll probably say what he wants to say. But yeah, he is around on a few other channels as well. I think he's on, like, is it Hussam? Is that his name? Hussam?
Oh yeah.
He's been on his
Sorry,
channel.
I'm not laughing at Hassan. I just know that he is. I thought I was a big FSG out guy, but mother of God, he hates them. He hates them.
Yeah, he's been on his channel and stuff like that. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I've got a lot of respect for Jamie. So
yeah, me too. I've seen him kind of support other channels and go on to other shows and stuff. He's a top lad, and yeah, I'll go on to his channel more now, saying that I've been blocked by another channel.
So I think I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about here. I mean, there was something about Shimikas, but it basically was just saying how, you know, he was ready for a new challenge. He wasn't getting many minutes at Liverpool. There was a lot of English clubs that wanted him, but now he's kind of found himself in a title race in Serie A with Roma. It says it's no secret that he wanted to play more under Klopp and then Slot, but he found it hard to dislodge Robbo. And then when Joe Gomez became a preferred backup option last season, his future felt fragile. And then when obviously Liverpool signed Kirkez, there was no way back. While Rome don't have an agreement in place to sign him after this season-long loan, which theoretically offers a window of opportunity to revive his Liverpool career, it feels unlikely. So, you know, the Greek Scouser, as he's become known, seems to be doing pretty well over in Italy. I've kind of had the opinion that potentially, if Robbo doesn't sign a new deal, because obviously his contract ends this season,
yeah,
do we let Robbo walk and then just bring back Shimikas as the backup to Kirkez?
That's a good. I don't know. I mean, I reckon Robbo's going to sign an extension because he's just been made vice, and I think the writing's very much on the wall there. I wish Costas all the best. You know, I'm glad to see him tearing it up in Serie A, mind you, I probably would tear it up in Serie A as well. Quality football's not as good. But I'm happy for him. I really am. Nice guy. Professional. So yeah, I wish him the best. I don't think he's going to come back to Liverpool, personally speaking.
Okay, I don't know. I think he might do. I don't know. We'll see. Like you said,
What age is he? What age is he? Do you know?
He's 29.
Yeah, I can't see him coming back.
Yeah. I'm just writing down the answers for the quiz.
All right.
So I've already got them. Okay. I'll throw a few questions at you then, Sean, right quick, because I want to kind of like come back to some of these themes over the course of the season. So it'd be good to see like if people's stances have changed or anything like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So as it stands right now, it's all going to be contract related. We've got Robbo. We've got who else have we got? Canate. Contracts ending this year, end of this year. But we also do go into the summer with it being the last year on Virgil's, Salah, and Alisson's contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So say 5 players there. I want to know if you think, I'll just go through one by one.
Yeah.
Does Canate sign a new deal?
No.
Does Robbo sign a new deal?
Yes.
Do Liverpool cash in on Alisson with 1 year left on his deal, or do they offer him a new deal?
What age is he?
I want to say 31. Let me have a look. It might even be older than that, to be fair. It might be 32. Let's have a look.
Don reckons we won't sign him or extend Robbo contract. Callum says
Alisson's 33.
Yeah, they'll get rid of him.
So you reckon? So we've got Canate goes, Robbo new deal, Alisson goes, Salah. Does they sell him or give him a new deal?
Salah. I think they'll give him a small extension.
And Virgil.
I think they'll give him an extension.
Okay. I'm going to go through it myself now. See where we're at. What was it? For Canate goes, Robbo goes, Alisson goes, Salah goes, and I think Virgil gets a new deal.
Hold on a second. So, who do you think is getting a deal? Just Robbo?
No.
Who?
Just Virgil.
Just Virgil. And the rest of them go?
Yep.
Wow. And so who did I say? I said Robbo will get a deal.
Salah and
Virgil. And then the rest will go.
Yeah. Because I personally think, this is just my thought process behind it. I think Canate is gone. I think the longer this goes on, it's turning into another Trent.
Yeah.
So if he's not signed a deal come December, I think he's gone.
Yeah.
Robbo, 30-year-old, maybe 30. I'll drop them. You know what? Let's have a look. Robbo's 31. He'll be 32 come the end of this season. Left back. You've got Kirkes, who's, the future. You've put money into him. You've got young left backs coming through that you've let go out on loan. Gareth, we're going to just go into the quiz in a minute, mate. You've got players. You've got Shimikas out on loan, whatever. I personally would want to keep Robbo, and you kind of turn him into a little bit of a James Milner type player. Do you know what I mean? Maybe give him like a rolling contract or something, but is he going to be happy with that? That's the thing for me. Is he going to be happy with that?
I think if Kirkes continues to play the way he's playing, and clearly it's not great either, I think you're going to see a lot of Robbo, especially in the cup games. Mm-hmm. I think you'll see Robbo. I think they might break Kirkes gently in, and just kind of give him a bit of a breather. Just say, well, welcome to Liverpool again. Now let's refresh you there. Let's get you back up and running, and I think that's what they'll do. I think Robbo knows that his career is winding down. He doesn't have the legs or the pace anymore that he used to. And I think that's kind of reflecting very much so on the left wing and the assists that we used to get. And also because of the right wing, the issues there, I think that also reflects, with the service or the lack thereof that Salah is getting. So I think there's a lot of frustration there, and certainly right back and left back is a problem at the moment. I think Robbo will stay. I agree with you on that one, but I definitely think Kanata is gone. I think Alisson, they're not going to extend his contract, and I think he had mentioned about going to the Saudi League. I think, didn't he? He mentioned that.
Well, that's what I was going to go into next. So, like for me with Alisson, he already mentioned this time last year that he would stay at the club as long as the club wanted him.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the club have already signed Mamardashvili. He is Liverpool's future number one. And I think the only reason why he came in this year was the promise of you get a year under Alisson, learn from him, and then from the following season, you are Liverpool's number one. And I think that's why he came in this year, because I think there's some quotes out there. You'd have to fact check me. I could be completely and utterly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically asked while playing in Spain last year by somebody, why are you still here? Why didn't you go to Liverpool? And he said, Alisson.
Yeah, I remember seeing that somewhere.
Yeah, so that's kind of my thought process behind that. The Salah situation, I think Salah's still obviously world class. As much as people are giving him shit right now, I still think he's a world class player. I don't think he's going to hit the heights that he did last year. Don't think he's going to do that. I personally think, just looking at the past few games, and it could change over the course of the season, it could, but I think that Slot, Hughes, Michael Edwards, with the players we've signed in Ekatike, Isak, Wirtz, they want to mature past Salah now. I think they want to not build the team around Salah, but build it around Wirtz, build it around Isak, for instance. Do you know what I mean? Make them the number ones now. You know, Salah's going to be what? Salah's going to be 34 next year. So I personally think I can't see Liverpool having he's 33 now, yes, he'll be 34 starting next year. Season, sorry. I can't see Liverpool paying a 34-year-old 300 grand a week. If he's on, it might be even more than that. I can't remember what he's on now. For one final year. I literally think if someone came in, albeit the Saudis, whoever, and offered Liverpool anything between 70 and 90 million for Salah next summer, I think it goes. And I think, and with that money, I think Liverpool go and sign Elise from Bayern Munich.
That's an interesting theory, all right. I think there's always going to be speculation over Salah and his career and his contract when he's not playing well. When he is playing well, there's not much talk about that. And I think, Cranky JD says he doesn't feel that Salah is fitting the system anymore. I don't know whether it's that. I just think he's not getting the support that he used to get from Trent. I think that's the problem. So I think there's a little bit of time needed to adapt and to gel, and whether that's Frimpong or whether it's Bradley or whether it's Szoboszlai at right back, that's one thing. But then also we need to sort out left back. So there's a lot of things as to why Salah is maybe underperforming so far, but he's had 3 goals and 3 assists. Not great by his numbers, but still.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that, but I don't know. I think they'll I think they want to mature over him, past him and stuff like that, and go into the next phase of Liverpool going forward.
Yeah,
and which
that
brings me
makes
then,
sense. That makes sense.
which then brings me to Virgil. Okay, a bit of a thought process I've got. I think Liverpool, as it stands right now, could continue to thrive going forward, score goals, create assists with Salah not in the team. Now, the reason why I believe Virgil will get a new contract is I don't think Liverpool's defense is strong enough if you take Virgil out of the team.
Agreed.
Which is why I think you need someone like a Gay to come in. Because if, say, you give Virgil an extra year, maybe then you sell Virgil the year after Gay's had a bit of time with him. Do you know what I mean? And then Gay becomes your new stalwart of the centre-back area. And then you just swap out Leone and whoever else you bring in, alongside Gay for a bit. I don't know. That I'm thinking way down the line there. But
I think it's important to do that, though, Adam. And I think you also have to look at the fact that Kanate more than likely is going to leave at the end of the season. Gomez, I mean, there's been him and Han about his career or his future at Liverpool. Is he going to be happy staying on the bench and then coming on as a utility player that can play right back, left back, centre back, or does he want first team football? So it's very, very hard to predict what's going to happen. I think if they keep Virgil on, extend his contract, they're going to have to bring in at least 3 centre backs, in my opinion. They're going to have to make up for either Gomez or Kanate going, or both. Obviously, they have Leone, getting Gahey, and I think wait a minute. Yeah, I think we need three centre backs in total.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's it, mate. We've kind of answered that, I suppose. I mean, we've come back to it every episode, but I think it might be good to touch on that in a couple of months' time and see what happens and stuff like that.
Frankie JD's after coming up with do you think there was too much upheaval this summer with Joss's passing as well?
I think I said this last week.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful, I suppose, how you answer this, I think.
No, I said this last week, or week before. I think the plan was, and again, I've got nothing to back this up, but I think the plan was to sell Jota anyway this summer and to sign Ekitike and Isak, because if you look at what they were saying in the media and stuff like that, Liverpool were talking to Ekitike in January. And they were probably doing the same with Isak as well. Now, I can't see a world where Liverpool would have had Gakpo, Salah, Chiesa, Jota, Ekitike, and Isak. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think
maybe they'd have sold Chiesa instead?
Yeah, that's what
I don't know. But if you look back at some of my videos from last year, before the tragedy happened and everything like that, I was of the opinion that Jota was going to be moved on anyway because of his injury record as well.
And so was I. And I mean, that doesn't take away from the fact that he was one of the best finishers that we had. And when he came on and when he was fit, he was great. And what happened was an absolute tragedy. I think what Cranky JD was talking about was, do you think it's affecting the players?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
I think
Virgil's kind of hinted at that already.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of again, a lot of the rival fans will say, "Oh, well, you'll win the Premier League for Jota, and you'll lose it because of Jota and all of this." And I think anyone that uses the depth of a player, of a person in football, is a scumbag. I'm sorry. We have to take into consideration that these are our teammates, and they've built a friendship over the years. Some of them very, very strong with Jota, and he was well liked. So, of course, it has an effect on the players. I mean, it was a dreadful time. It was a dreadful, dreadful time. And I almost feel like when you celebrate the summer window, you almost feel bad because of obviously what happened. But look, I mean, we're Liverpool Football Club. We're a family. Other fans, other rival fans don't get it because they're not as close-knit as Liverpool Football Club. But I'm glad that, Jota is always our number 20 and he'll always be part of the team, regardless of whether they were going to sell him or not before his tragic passing and his brother's tragic passing. But certainly I do feel that it has an effect. To what extent, I'm not going to blame our performances of the last 3 games on Diego, because that wouldn't be right. And I don't think our players would want that either. So, I think the sad thing is I think that the players need to not be as public. No, I'm trying to word it in such a way because, again, I don't want to be this taken out of context. I think the players have got to deal with it on a club level privately and not talk about it in interviews in case other people or even the media will take that as, oh, well, they're blaming this on Jota. That's to protect the memory of Diego, the players, and obviously his family. That's my opinion.
No, I agree, mate. I agree. There's no good way to move on from that topic, but
It's difficult.
Shall
we talk about FSG?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. Go on. Yeah. So
51-46.
Sean, I wanted to bring up whether people have different thoughts now about FSG with what's gone on and everything like that. I'll be short and sweet like I always am. I think people now can't rewrite history with what happened in the past because of recent success. Like, as I've said a long time, FSG have done good, they've done bad. Obviously now some of the good stuff that they've done in the past has come to a fruition now where we've been able to spend a bit of money, you know what I mean? Like bringing some top players. Fucking hell, I sound like fucking someone else there. Brendan Rodgers or Stevie Gerrard or something. Top player in Verts and Isaac and stuff like that. But that still doesn't negate the stuff that we missed out on in the past. And it doesn't negate the feel of, like, fuck me, like, guys, how short is some people's memories? We went a season playing midfielders at centre-back for about 6 months because we didn't have any centre-backs. So, yes, it's all well and good now being like, oh, the fucking master plan. Do you know what I mean? We haven't even fucking won out yet, guys. Yeah, we might have spent $500 million as people are saying it, but we've stalled like 200 million at the same fucking time, right? We haven't won nothing yet with these. Slot won with Klopp's squad. Yeah, he tweaked a few things about here and there, but he didn't spend no money. And if you really think after this season, this summer, of spending the money we've spent, if you legitimately think that next summer Liverpool are going to be like, again, I'm sorry, but you're going to get a rude awakening. Liverpool will sign, in my opinion, next year, 4 players, 3 players. I think they sign a Salah replacement. I think they sign another 6 and 2 centre-backs. That's it. That will be your lot next summer. There'll be no drastic midfielder comes in or anything like that. Won't be signing no fucking 50 million, not 50 million, 500,000, $100 billion fucking player. But none of this shit. None of that will happen. We're probably going to sign. Probably the biggest players we're going to sign next summer for me right now is Elise and Adam Wharton. And people will be like, well, yeah, but that's going to be like 100 million each. I'd be like, yeah, but we'll probably sell Salah for 90 million. We'll sell Alisson for about 80 million. Them two players there cover it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, done. You go, mate.
One thing hello, Doug, and question for you. Jedward? Fucking Jedward? Okay. So, I mean, everyone is. I've written this down because I actually saw this video, Anfield Agenda, and a video that Craig Holden did about, was he wrong all along about FSG and all of that? And I thought it was a good video. I won't say any more about it, but I mean, everyone knows I was wary of these owners after Gillette and Hicks. I wasn't quick to judge them, nor was I quick to call them our saviors or kiss ass. I believe that Liverpool would have survived despite FSG, then called NESV. The first 2 years I, studied them because I felt like, okay, we've already had a bad experience with the previous owners. Once bitten, twice as shy. They were going to have to gain my trust. And I would have thought that would have been the majority of the fan base. They weren't just going to give it all up and say, oh, you're our saviors and all this sort of shite. But the first 2 years, I saw things that concerned me. Obviously, the lack of commitment in the transfer window, the constant talk of Moneyball policies where we have to sell to buy. I mean, how do you build a squad to do anything when you have that? And the personnel changing, players changing on and off the field. How do you gel with, as a team like that? So I started studying up on FSG and then formed Fenway We Come Not to Pay. And going back to what I was saying, I believe that there's some members of the fan base, media, YouTubers and podcasters set the bar so low with FSG. Their only aim was to be better than Gillette and Hicks. And then if you questioned FSG, you were asked, oh, well, what do you want, another Gillette and Hicks? And that to me was ridiculous. And then obviously you saw a massive divide within the fan base, and it was poison. It was absolutely poison on social media. For the first time for as long as I've known, there was this, locals versus out-of-towners. One had bragging rights that they were the real true fans, while the rest of us were branded as glory hunters and plastics. So therefore, you couldn't say anything about these owners. You were told, oh, you're too busy playing Premier League manager. But the certain blunders that FSG had made, and again, people have short memories. The £77 ticket increase, the walkout in 77. Adam has his views on that, so do I. Attempting to trademark Liverpool, not great. Obviously, Moneyball policies, lack of commitment in the transfer window, furlonging of staff during COVID. Bit of a shitty deal there. The attempted formation of the Super League, known full well that when they bought Liverpool Football Club, that there were certain rules and regulations within entering the Premier League, where if they set up a breakaway league that was going to have them expelled from the Premier League, they would have lost everything. History, everything that Liverpool was all about. They didn't mention it to Klopp. They didn't mention it to the players. We were left with egg on our faces. The fact that FSG were in cahoots with the Glaziers with Project Big Picture, that gives some concern or cause for concern. Google it. Project Big Picture. Also, the documents published from the Supreme Court case over the purchase of the club was very damning and telling. I mean, referring to, changing fans into customers, talking about stealing the club, the talks of FSG's bid being bottom of the barrel deal. Now, going back to the summer window, people are asking, where the FSG out brigade now? and I've heard certain podcasts and YouTubers saying, in order to win a squabble, they want to see Liverpool wobble, which is absolutely complete and utter bullshit. There is no Liverpool fan on the face of this planet that wants to see Liverpool wobble, to be right about these owners. Nobody. So whoever is throwing that narrative is being untrue and insincere and disingenuous completely. And going back to what Adam said, you remember when we won the league under Klopp and the transfer window that we had after that, where we had to have central midfielders playing in the centre of defence, which is crazy. For a club of our stature, there was no way that we should have been in that position. We didn't build on the success that we gained. And therefore, we're not in a situation to build a fortress. Again, as I keep saying, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one. It doesn't mean that because if you have a difference of opinion, that it makes you an arsehole. We all love Liverpool, and we all have different views of how we gain success. But we back the club 110%, the players, the coach, the staff. In terms of this summer window, I was happy with the business, without a doubt. I gave us 8 out of 10, not because of the lack of Richard Hughes or FSG. I think they gave Arne Slot the tools to build a team for himself. I obviously take 2 off it because of the fact that we didn't get Gahey, and I think we're now short in defence. I also think that FSG and the club, FSG and Richard Hughes and Edwards, were unbelievable at how they dealt with Diego Jota's passing. I think they were incredible. And that's when I kind of, gained some sort of respect for them. I think when you show that family ethos that Liverpool have, and when you have it from someone that is in Boston, I think they really, I was really, really impressed with them. I do believe that if they had a backed Klopp, we would have won more. And as I keep saying, this is the summer that we've always wanted. Those who are FSG out, those who are FSG sorted out, this is the summer that we wanted. It's not about spunking money up against the wall. It's not about throwing money about the place. It's necessary spending. And again, that's a narrative that was pushed by the Told-the-Liners, those main YouTubers and podcasters and journalists that didn't want to lose their exclusives with the club. So therefore, they put out this positive thing about FSG. The only time that they ever really questioned them was the formation of the Super League, or the attempted formation of the Super League. But this summer we were absolutely ruthless in terms of our the way that we went about our business. Fantastic. But we definitely need to look at doing something in January with the centre back position. I don't expect FSG to spend an absolute fortune every season. Again, I'm happy enough if it's necessary spending. I think the transfer window should be looked at as an opportunity to strengthen the squad. And if they see a weakness in the squad, they need to strengthen it. It can't be put on the long finger. I don't know whether FSG have changed their ways or their tactics, but certainly this is out of the norm. And isn't it amazing how all the journalists now are talking about net spend when it's positive? And James Pearce always asks, where are the net spend boys now? So the one thing I'll just say, I'll leave it at this, I think those Liverpool YouTubers and podcasters and those journalists have a responsibility to report and to ask the difficult questions. And I think they give FSG a fairly easy going over the last number of years. But this is the window that we were asking for. And I think when Liverpool are happy, all of us are happy. There shouldn't be any differentiating between local, out of towners, FSG out, FSG in. Cut that shit. That's my take on it.
No, man, appreciate it. Done that. You said that quite eloquently there, mate. So
thank you. I have it all written down here.
You what?
I had it all written down.
Where are we up to? I just want to catch up with some of these comments before we go into the quiz. Cranky JDC, have you watched the Tom Werner interview? I think they may be looking to sell in the next few years. I agree. I think the club's been for sale since the day they fucking bought it, to be fair. But yeah. Gary agrees with what I said. Gareth, who do you think buys Liverpool and FSG sell? I think I think it only comes from like 3 places. But yeah, what noise was that I made then? It only comes from 3 places. It either comes from the Middle East, it's either another American consortium, or it's the Far East, as in like China, Japan, that type of region. I think it only comes from them 3 places. I don't think it's anyone in Europe or anything like that. It's America, Middle East, Far East. That's the only places that will buy Liverpool for the money that FSG want. Cranky JD thinks that Wharton may come in for Endo. That'd be a massive upgrade, wouldn't it? That'd be a big upgrade. Gareth says that he's class. Bond says they're no perfect owners in football. He's happy with FSG. I'm happy with FSG right now. Like,
so am I.
But yeah.
So am
I. Steve Mack, if we get Wharton, Elise, Gahey, and another centre back, he'd be happy. So would I. And Akib is with us as well. So evening, Akib. Hope you're doing well, mate.
How are you?
So let's get cracking, shall we? Let's get on with the quiz. So yes, Shauno, I will hand over to you now. I've got the answers all written down. As always, guys, so the rules are is it the first 3, did we say?
So the first 3 gets points. So yeah, first 3.
Yeah, so first 3. So it'll be whoever comes in first, obviously. Well, no.
So at the so
you get a mark for getting it right, and at the end of the quiz, whoever's first, second, third gets points that goes into the league that we've already set up. So yeah, cool.
Nearly fucking forgot how to format the fucking thing.
Yeah. So anyway, Sean, I'll hand over to you, mate. You crack on.
So yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of Shauno's world famous quiz. Again, it's never too late to join in if you missed last month. There's still time for you to climb up that table. So question number 1. Question number 1. Who was our first shirt sponsor? Who was our first shirt sponsor? Was it A, Candy, B, Crown Paints, or C, Hitachi? Who was our first shirt sponsor? Was it A, Candy, B, Crown Paints, or C, Hitachi? A, B, or C, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, my pen's dying. Don't fucking start.
I can only accept your first answer, A2EZ.
So the answer is
the answer is Hitachi, C. So I think we've got Bon, A2EZ, and Cranky JD.
Yep. Cranky Akib. I'm just gonna put Akib because I know that's Akib. Bon. You got Bon, Cranky, and Akib. Yeah, cool. No bother.
Okay. Question number 2. How much did Gillette and Hicks pay for the club in 2006? How much did Gillette and Hicks pay for the club in 2006? Was it A, 219 million? Was it B, 239 million? Or was it C, 259 million? Garrett, you might need to refresh your the stream there. So The fact you got the answer wrong after his answer. So, so how much did Gillette Hicks pay for the club in 2006? Was it A, 219 million? Was it B, 239 million? Or was it C, 259 million? Come on, Garrett, you can still get in there. How much did Gillette and Hicks pay for the club?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I gave that. So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is A, 219 million pounds.
Steve Mack.
So who got that?
Steve Mack.
Steve Mack is the only one. 435 million wasn't included in the options there, Garrett. Just wait until Garrett. You might need to refresh. What does he need to do with the live chat? Make sure it's live or something, or what?
Yeah, you click live on the stream and it should bring you live. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 3. How much did Fenway Sports Group pay for the club in 2010? How much did FSG pay for the club in 2010?
What was question 2?
Question 2 was Gillette and Hicks. Question 3 is how much did FSG pay for the club in 2010? Was it A, 250 million? Was it B, 300 million? Or C, 350 million? Anybody, lads? Fenway Sports Group, how much did it pay for the club in 2010? Was it A, 250 million, B, 300 million, or C, 350 million? Okay, so
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the answer was 300 million. I think Garrett Turner had been asking or answered the question previously, from what I can see. So Bon has got it.
Frankie, Akib, and Steve. So everyone got it.
Steve got it, yeah. Okay, question number 4. I don't know what's happening with Garrett there.
Hold on a minute. Is Gareth running late? Let me just text him.
Yeah. Garrett, you need to refresh your page. Refresh. I'll message him there.
There we go. No, it's not Akib. It's someone else, mate. Anyway, to be fair though, I'll just say now, as it stands right now, everyone's got the same amount right.
It's close. It's close. So, question number 4. Are we ready to? Is Garrett in a position now? Is he okay? No.
Don't know.
Okay. So question number 4. What shirt number is associated with Ian Callaghan? Is it A, 8, B, 10, or C, 11? What shirt number is associated with Ian Callaghan? Is it A, 8, B, 10, or C, 11?
I know Akib's going to be sat there proper Googling this shit.
Is it A, 8, B, 10, or C, 11?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so the answer is C, 11. So we have Bon
and Steve.
Is that it?
Yep.
He's just guessing the questions. Can you imagine if he actually wins the whole thing? And is he even a Liverpool fan? He's not, is he?
No, I can't say who he supports.
Yeah, well, I hope you like a Liverpool print as well, along with a Liverpool trophy. From what I think, it'll be the only trophy you'll win this season. Anyway. Number 5. What was Joe Fagan's role under Shankly's management? Was he A, junior team coach? Was he B, a physio? Or was he C, a reserve team coach? So A, was he a junior team coach? B, a physio? Or C, a reserve team coach? I'm sorry, man. What was Joe Fagan's role under Shankly's management? Was it A, a junior team coach, a B, a physio, or C, a reserve team coach?
I think, is that everybody? Isn't it? Gareth messaged me saying he can't join now. So.
Oh, sorry about that, Gareth.
I'll put it in there. I think that's pretty much everyone that's answered in it. We've got the 4 of them there. Yep.
Okay. So the answer is C. He was a reserve team coach. So who we got that? We've got Bon
and Akib.
And then we've got... Oh, that's it. That's it. Jesus Christ, your friend might actually get this. Question number 6. What position did Joe Fagan play as player? Did he play A, centre half, B, left half, or C, right half? Garrett, you need to refresh. Oh, wait a minute. Did he answer? He answered the question, did he?
I don't know, actually.
Well, we'll take it as that then. So.
I'll take it at that. Yeah, take it at that. So we got Aki. No, let's just say we got Aki wants the question again.
So the question is, without you using Siri or what position did Joe Fagan play as footballer? Was it A, centre half, B, left half, or C, right half? He's so Googling this.
Should we just? I'll do the countdown.
Cranky JD is
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we have Garrett Turner now back on the screen. So the answer to that actually was he was a right half. So that's C. The answer to that was C. So who got that? Bon,
Steve, and Akib.
Fucking hell, Akib. Oh, Paracut missed the question. Don't worry, you can still come into this. Question number 7. In 2019-20 Premier League winning season, how many players were used in total? Was it A, 20? Was it B, 22? Or was it C, 24? In the Premier League winning season 2019-20, how many players were used in total? A, 20, B, 22, or C, 24?
I know I've got the answers in front of me, but I do sometimes try to think before I look. I don't think I'd have got that one right. I think that's it, innit? I think that's them all. That's the five.
So the answer to that is C, 24. So who got that? We've got Bon. We've got Cranky. Is that it?
Yep.
That's it. Okay. Question number 8. Question number 8. Which midfielder played every game during the season of 89-90? Was it A, Ray Houghton, B, Steve McMahon, or C, Ronnie Whelan? Which midfielder played every game during the season of 89-90? Was it A, Ray Houghton, B, Steve McMahon, or C, Ronnie Whelan? And just to give you a little fun fact, I met all of them. Steve McMahon is a fucking looper. The answer to that. Okay. So I think we've got all of that, haven't we?
Yeah.
So the answer to that, ladies and gents, is B, Steve McMahon. Absolute fucking looper he is. I like him though.
2 questions left, and
so we've got Bon, Garrett, and Steve MC.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going. This could be interesting.
Question number 9. Who did Liverpool beat in the 79 Charity Shield pre-season curtain raiser? Who did Liverpool beat in the 79 Charity Shield pre-season curtain raiser? Was it A, Arsenal, B, Ipswich Town, or C, Manchester United?
You see, the first team that popped in my head was none of them 3. It was Nottingham Forest.
That came into your head, Nottingham Forest, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, they fucking flew in there.
I think that's it, innit? That's all 5, innit? Yep.
So the answer to that is A, Arsenal.
So we got
Bon
and Cranky JD.
Interesting. So the final question is number 10. Who said this? Liverpool is full of the kind of people who go out on a Monday and couldn't care less about Tuesday morning. Who said this? Liverpool is full of the kind of people who go out on a Monday and couldn't care less about Tuesday morning. Was it B, Dieter Hamann? Was it B, Sami Hyypiä? Or was it C, Jan Moby? So who said this? Liverpool is full of the kind of people who go out on a Monday and couldn't care less about a Tuesday morning. Was it A, Dieter Hamann, B, Sami Hyypiä, or C, Jan Molby? Dun, 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 dun. Have we
got all 5 there? Yeah,
we've got all 5 there. So the answer, ladies and gents, is C, Jan Moby, who I also met. So while Adam is totting it up, this will be my last quiz, as I am finally going in for the operation on my back in November. So I more than likely will not be doing the quiz in November. However, we'll probably have Adam or even Martin that might do it. You never know. And hopefully,
yeah. I mean,
in December.
We'll have a chat after this if you want.
Yeah.
About that. So I've got the results here. So starting from bottom up. Unfortunately, obviously, Gareth, you missed so many questions to start with, mate. You came last with 2 correct answers. We then had in, what was it? How many was there? 4th place, Cranky JD, who, well, technically he's 3rd. So Cranky JD got a point because he was the only person in 3rd place by himself.
Right, okay.
We then had 2 people joint 2nd, so they also both get 2 points. That was Akib and Steve Mack, which means that we had an out-and-out winner by 2 points, which was Bon, who takes home 3 points.
Well done, Bon.
Bon gets the 3 points this week.
Well done, Bon.
I will update the table. Well, have you still got that table from last week?
Yes, I do. So let's have a look at the table now. I'm going to see if I can calculate this correctly. My math ain't too good. Let's have a look now at the table.
So we'll have Bon on 5. Sorry, mate. So we'd have JT and Cranky JD on 1 point. We would have M87, Carl Russell, Steve Matt, and Akib on 2 points. In 2nd place, we would have Podge with 3, who won it last month. And then the out-and-out winner right now is Bon on 5 points.
Well done, Bon. He's flying it. So also bear in mind, lads and ladies, we have a new partnership with Sean Leonard Art Portraits and Characters. Please check them out on all social media platforms. Sean has kindly offered to do an original print for the winner of this quiz, the overall winner of this quiz, which is a league table. So Bon is ahead with 5 points, and there's plenty of time for people to catch up with him. But Bon looks to be in the running there. He looks to be setting a little bit of a distance from 2nd place. So fair play to Bon, and fair play to everyone who has contributed. And let's hope we will be talking about Liverpool stuffing United like this. So yeah, that's the quiz, ladies and gentlemen, for round 2 and round 3. I don't know who's going to be doing it, but
we'll see. We'll talk. We'll have a quick chat. But yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of the stream as well. I see you've already gone, Gareth. Have a good evening, mate. Speak to you later, pal. Thanks for watching, guys. I will probably cut out the FSG part. I've got the thumbnail things in everything, so I can cut that out. So that'll go up as a separate video. As well, I've been in conversations with Scott, who's a member of the channel. He's also he's like I can't think of the word in my head. He deals a lot with like injuries and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to field questions for him in like a members video that will go public afterwards.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be talking about injuries and stuff like that with Liverpool players and what could affect it, what could not affect it, could travel and stuff like that. So if anyone's got any questions for like player injuries, anything like tactics, drop it in a comment. I'll put a separate video up, so keep an eye out for it. Put a comment underneath and I'll answer, Scott, your question for that. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I was actually going to... I was so used to them, like, Akib knows what I was about to say. I say the same phrase at the end of every morning meeting that I hold, and I was literally just about to say it because I'm just so in work mode right now. So yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have some videos out over the course of the week, like match preview, stuff like that. And there'll be a video up as well about our thoughts on the FSG thing. But thanks for watching, and we will catch you all in the next one, guys. Catch you then.